What's up, broadcasters? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Branding Banter, your promotional products podcast where you can get all the nerdy news you need to know about. My name is Jeff Franklin, Director of National Sales at Headwear USA.
And I'm Meg Erber, the CXO over at the Bark and Bowie.
I am Sarah Goshgarian-Unrose, Senior Vice President of Sales at Market Fuel.
And we are joined today by a special guest, a returning guest, Mandy Rudd with Genumark. Super excited to have you on, Mandy.
Thank you. Excited to be here.
Yeah. So we're going to talk Women of Achievement. We're going to talk maybe a little bit of a recap for ASI Chicago. Meg has disappeared on us, as she does. And but before we launch into the topic for today, Sarah, you've got a different background.
I know. I'm in the car, so I flew to Dallas. We're moving my daughter into her apartment tomorrow in Stillwater. My son is staying for one more week. He decided to put more money in his pocket, so he wants to work for another week before he goes back to school. But he is already really moved in, and boys and girls are like totally different. New environment for her, new setup, all of the new stuff in the new apartment. He's like, maybe I need a new bedspread, Mom, but like that's it. Like left everything there. So he's good. He's like, I don't need you to come up. So we're gonna go up, and then we'll be back for family weekend. So I'm in Dallas, in the car, outside the Container Store.
Very nice. Meg, how have you been?
It's busy. While I've been on the phone with you, did you say Mandy or Meg? You said Mandy,
Meg.
Didn't you?
No,
okay.
I sure hope so, because if you said Mandy, I was just sitting here smiling like.
I'm good. It is so busy. We have the biggest event that comes to this town in less than 4 weeks. It's like 3.5 weeks away, and I'm trying to like stock up on all the merch right now, like hats, t-shirts, bags, all the things. And I'm like,
what is this
crazy
event?
just trying. What's that?
What's this event?
The event is the International Seaplane Fly-In, and it's like they have these races where you're in a canoe and you paddle out, and then a seaplane comes and picks you up, and you got to strap the canoe to the thing and it takes off. And there's just air shows for like 3 days. People are showing up. It's so cool. I came last year and it was the 50th anniversary, and now I'm going to be here, and then I'm going to have, it's right across the street, guys. Like, right here.
It sounds like some Tom Cruise Mission Impossible shit. So that's cool.
What I'm doing is Mission Impossible, but
okay, I want videos for sure. And then I really want to know post after the event, like, did Zuckerberg fly his seaplane in?
Well, I told you he just bought the Leisure Life thing up the street so he can house all of his workers for the next 6 years. So can't wait for him to find out that I'm the one that's telling people.
But that'll be fun.
I didn't sign an NDA.
We'll have him on the podcast.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that festival sounds insane.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun, and I can watch it from here or on my deck. But I'm hoping for a busy week, because after that, everything dies down around here, and fly-in is like what gets the businesses through the winter here. So if you're up in Maine, stop by, buy something so I can pay my bills.
It sounds like you got to get some doggy scarves and some of those like Red Bandit eyeglasses and stuff like that for dogs.
I think I need the eye bandit things. Those are cool. I'm actually putting that on one of the t-shirts. It's going to be a dog flying a seaplane with the Amelia Earhart goggles.
Well, so that's another reason that you should have gone to ASI Chicago, so you could have checked out all of the good things.
Products.
Yeah, Meg. So, Mandy Rudd, what's new in your life? What's going on? How are things?
Nothing. I got no scoop, no new news.
That can't be true.
Yeah, it's been an exciting summer in my life. Got engaged, which was kind of exciting and a surprise. The seaplane show. I think David Schultz would be like first in line to watch that, being the pilot that he is. And then got a little award at ASI Chicago.
Yeah. Little award. I don't think
that's a little award, right?
No, I know. I have imposter syndrome. Like I am baffled like when Tim Andrews called me, I was like, no, really, who is this? Like, it was Alan Front or, Ashton Kutcher. Like, no, like, I think you got the wrong number. I didn't know that. I mean, obviously, no, I didn't know anything about this. And then he's like, no, really, you really got this. So I just, I'm humbled and baffled and appreciative and grateful at all the same time. So.
Well, I think we're really proud of you, being just love you to death. And I've known you for as long as I've known you. And I just want to be, I wish I could have been there. And I have such FOMO for not being there for you. Like, you've no idea. When I saw that on our group chat, I was like, oh my God. So proud of you. If anybody deserves it, it is you. So knock that imposter syndrome shit right off, or I'm going to come beat it up out of you.
Knocking sense into my head. Well, thank you. I'm grateful. I mean, I surround myself with some pretty amazing people. Obviously, you're included in that with our promo pairs group, and then just our friendship outside of the industry. And so, birds of a feather. I mean, being in all of your orbits just elevates me. So it's a collective award, I think, because when you surround yourself with good people, it elevates all of us. So. I'm very lucky in that way. So,
well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So, I think what today I'd like to do is really. So, you thought everyone was tired of hearing about it, but we're not. And I would love to lean into your heart today, your hustle, how you merge the service, sustainability, swag, all of it. But how about we start with, for people who don't know you, you recently had your own distributorship, and then you left that to join Genumark. Can you talk to us about where was that pull? Why did you do walk us through that, and then maybe paint the picture of how this kind of all set it up.
The natural progression is not to go from a business owner to then go work for someone else. So I recognized that right from the beginning. And I think that's a testament to how incredible Genumark is. They're family-owned, certified B Corp distributorship, one of the largest family-owned distributorship based out of Canada. And they wanted to open up offices in the US. And so one of my best friends, both in and out of the industry, Johanna Gottlieb, left her beloved job of decades long to open up the first office for Genumark US. And so that really got my attention. And when I spoke with Mitch, and the team over there, I learned a little bit more about what they were looking to do and how that could benefit my clients, having more resources to give my clients bigger opportunities. And then for me personally, I didn't have to do some of the things I didn't love doing, but you have to do when you run a business, which is accounting. I don't want to go chase invoices. I don't want to go deal with cash flow. It's kind of an important and integral part of running your business, but it's not the fun stuff for me anyway. And so realizing that, obviously, I wouldn't have to do that. There's a whole department that does it. It really freed up my time to do what I love, which is the ideation with clients and just talking promo and how I can help them grow their campaign or their event, or just bring their brand to life through merch. And then at the same time, knowing that Genumark is certified B Corp, bringing my love of sustainability and give back into that same conversation with more resources to support it. It was like, okay, when do I start? So so January of 24 was my sort of inaugural here. I'm here now. And so it's coming up on 2 years, which not quite 2 years at this point. And it's been incredible. And I am grateful for every day. It's such, I drank the Kool-Aid and I'm in it. So yeah, it's pretty incredible.
And after a year, if you're still there after a year and you're like, okay, the honeymoon phase is over, this is where I'm supposed to be. So I love that for you.
We're growing the US team. Alexis Bernard is in New York. Joe, like I said, is in Chicago. I'm in Kansas City. We're looking at growing our US base. So if we know anybody who wants to work with us, but yeah, so just being able to grow those opportunities and just have this fun presence of doing what we love and having fun at the same time. I mean, like I said, it checked all the boxes.
So I have a question for you, because I know we've talked in depth about B Corp, having your B Corp, what that means to you. How has Genumark's B Corp, sir, influenced how you actually approach sales now and your client partnerships? Is that something that you start with? Are they seeking you out because you guys have those B certs? What does that look like?
I mean, it's definitely gotten the attention of some clients that's important to them. I mean, we know that the young generation of new workers are looking and interviewing companies to see what their, CSR policies are, ESG, what they're doing to see if they want to go work for them. So that means we know buyers are looking for that. And so being able to say that we are certified B Corp, so the earth is kind of important to us and the planet, and we want to do what's right for it. And at the same time, being that educator and a consultant, being able to share that information. So taking one of my passions, which like I said, is promo cares, and the sustainability from products to process to decoration techniques, and tying it into doing what I love to do, which is help recommend products to help a campaign and grow. So marrying those really just kind of it's a collision of things that I love. So yeah, it was a great way to bring attention to something that not everybody is aware of. And so, being able to educate, I think, is one of the more important parts of this. And that's something that I love to do. So I think that answered
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, before I take over, Jeff or Sarah, do you guys have any questions for her? Because I'm just going to keep going if not.
I know. I was like, you were like, I wrote down a whole list of questions, and so I'm ready to go. I didn't realize it was 2 years. It just seems like that just flew by, and like,
Yeah, almost.
So that's unbelievable. But I love the fact that you can marry what you said, your two passions kind of together, which is amazing. So then that way you can offer the best to your clients. And so how often, I was going to ask, because this was a topic we're kind of got into, and I feel like we're kind of going around Chicago a little bit into an area I didn't think we were going to go to, but how often really with your clients and customers are you finding that they're asking about sustainable or recyclable types of products, especially kind of as we're going towards the holidays now and we're starting to look forward as to what that looks like in December?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how many clients it is on their forefront as well. I mean, there's definitely been a shift in the last several years, and I don't know if it's more because that's, like I said, that birds of a feather thing where people are seeking out to work with us because they know that's one of our core components of our company. Or it's just that I'm so used to it that I'm always mentioning it and I'm always offering it. So I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think when it's part of your passions, it's just part of your sales pitch, right? Like that's exactly instantly what you start to talk to people about. So I love that.
Yeah, and talking about Chicago and, whether it was Expo or, ASI Chicago, seeing that so many more suppliers are just highlighting that that's just something that they do as part of their core operations, that it's no longer a highlight, it's now becoming mainstream. Yeah. And that is a shift that I think I've seen. Like we used to have, like with the new product pavilion, you had the green, so the other green, but you have the, the new green, the old green, that you have, products that, that sustainability section. Well, while I don't think that that's getting smaller, I think you're seeing more of it on the show floor as mainstream product offerings and mainstream technique and process offerings. To me, that is a huge win for our industry because, we are one of the biggest waste industries from, water runoff with, screen printing or the foam products or, things that go into brand fill. So if there's a way that every one of our supplier partners has something that they're doing that kind of chips away at that and that becomes mainstream, I think it's a win for everybody.
By the way, really quick, this was Mandy's idea. So when I put this on there, it was like I bought a nice reusable tote bag and I tell people to bring it back. And every time they come back with it, they get a free treat. And everybody loves it. They love contributing to that. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jeff, but I wanted to just follow up with that. But that's all.
I love that.
Yeah, so I think
it's a great bag.
I think we always struggled with a little bit was the whole sustainability thing. I think a lot of people just thought it was sustainable product, and there's so much more to it than that. And I think that's maybe what B Corp and some of these other things are sort of bringing to light, and maybe even more so on the other things outside of just sustainable product. It's certifications and corporate social sourcing and that sort of things, like the CDEX certifications, Oikotex, EcoVadis, all that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's awesome. I know we're as a company, Headware's ticking a lot of those boxes. There are some eco product as well. So I think it's just really cool to sort of see that really come to fruition. And we've talked about that before, whether or not it was a a fad or a trend, or if it was here to stay. So I don't want to necessarily beat that horse again, but definitely super cool to see. And I think it's definitely worth mentioning because I think there's only been maybe one or two other B Corps that we've had on. So definitely worth asking that question.
Great question.
I remember at Logomark, I remember when we first got wheat straw, and that was like a big product that we were pitching, and how to describe wheat straw products to people. And it's just funny to it's funny, but it's also great, to see how the evolution of those products has come. And it used to be one of those things that too, of like, we would put the story right about the products, and people didn't understand why it was there because it was taking space away. But just like Meg showed with her bag, that story is so impactful to other people who purchase, the items from your store, for them to be able to come back, but they love that the story is there. And so it's a reminder. So I love it.
Well, and then, we are so beyond just slapping a logo on something. When you give somebody, I mean, there's a time and a place for slapping a logo. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean it, but when you can do something like this, right?
Yeah.
Like this used to be pineapple. Like that's the conversation starter. It's like, wait, what? And that's how you get into, that conversation. It doesn't have to be, we're going to sit down now and we're going to have a conversation about sustainability. Like, no, maybe there's a percentage of us that are like, okay, I'm totally in. But then the rest of us are, eyes are going to glaze over and be like, wait, what? ESG, CSR? It's like an alphabet soup. No, here's a notebook that used to be made from pineapple. That used to be pineapple. How does that work? Oh, I tell you, it's pretty cool. So being able to just bring it into, your everyday life versus thinking it's a whole division. And by the way, when it comes to, and Meg knows this, on our Promo Cares board, we do everything from that, certification of, all the things, like we said, EcoVadis and B Corp and all that. And then you have the other end of that, which is sort of that give back. I don't actually have as much knowledge and live in that world of knowing all of the sustainability components. Like if I stand next to Denise Tesher, I'm hoping that some of it just sort of rubs off on me.
I know, same, always.
Right? I mean, love her. I live mostly in that, how can we take something that we are already using, make it a product that has a sustainable, component to it, but how can we use that? People are buying it anyway, and use it with a give back, like to help others. So being able to bring that into the world. So here I am talking knowledgeably, and I say that in that you don't have to be so worried that you don't know enough about sustainability to have a conversation with your customers. Knowing people who know that, or knowing one thing that's important to you, and you can kind of talk about that just opens the door for conversation. So I say that because I know this much compared to what a lot of people know. So, it may sound like I know, and I really don't, but I know enough.
So, Mandy, have you licked the notebook yet?
That's kind of a personal question. No, I have not licked it. I have not licked the notebook.
I love it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be fun if we didn't,
Right.
every now and again.
All of a sudden, I'm having visions of the Christmas Story where his tongue sticks to the pole. That's what I was thinking.
So, Mandy, what's on the horizon for you? What anything coming up? Anything? I mean, I know you do so much with Big Slick, but is there anything within Genumark or Promo Cares or Big Slick that you're working on that we don't maybe know about?
One of the things that Genumark does, and I'm part of a great team that's called the Impact Team. It's internal, and what we do is we try and bring opportunities to nonprofits. So, for example, right now we are in the midst of a Pride campaign that is wrapping up, and we had partnered with some supplier partners who were offering a give back based on sales of the products in the product line, and the money is going to Rainbow Railroad, which supports the LGBTQIA community, both in all of North America, so both in Canada and US and all around, actually. And so, again, merging my personal and professional passions of philanthropy and merch, that's been really exciting. Promo Cares, we have water tower bills, our Water for Good. Some exciting emails today, Meg. I know you read those too. So building water towers for promo cares is something that our Water for Good initiative is just incredible. Again, supplier support, distributor support has been amazing. And then, yes, Big Slick 2026, no rest for the weary. So,
None.
Yeah.
And just a quick update on Water for Good. We are at $161,000, a little over 161,101, and that is incredible. So thank you to the entire industry. Everyone's contributing. This has been amazing. So
So
Yeah.
I'm going to ask a question, and I don't know if we've gone down this road or not, but I'm going to ask Mandy since she's on as well. So if somebody was looking to get involved with Promo Cares, how do they get involved with Promo Cares?
I would definitely start with following us on social. So follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, all the socials, LinkedIn, and just sort of follow along and see, we have committees that help with different departments or different things that we do. Different committees that help with different things that we're working on, whether it's marketing. Meg and I, the M&M team, Force for Good there, that, we were really working with supplier partners and coming up with these initiatives. We have an incredible board and incredible committee, so that work tirelessly to bring all of our initiatives to life. So I would say follow us on socials. You can message either one of us on there or just send a message on social. And promocares.org is a great place to kind of poke around. Yeah, we'll talk as long as you want to hear about it. You can set up a time, we'll chit chat. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, Mandy. I'm just so proud to call you my friend and, cohort in the industry and M&M, and we're just excited to see everything that you're doing, and being a strong woman in our industry means so much, and you're paving the way for just the next group of people that come in. So thank you for everything that you do. And thanks for coming on the show.
Yes, and congratulations. It really was very inspirational to see you win the award. So congratulations. It meant a lot.
Doing what you love with people that you love in an industry you love is just enough of a reward in and of itself. So getting recognized for it, like I said, feels, I don't know the right adjective, but it's like, really? So I'm grateful and humbled, and thank you. And there's some amazing women in our industry, and we get to lift each other up every day. So I love that as well.
Well,
so thank you.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, congrats again, Mandy. Thank you so much for having us on, or for coming on with us, and just super excited to cover the topics. And yeah, I don't know. Was there anything else that you guys wanted to cover, ASI Chicago or anything, or do we want to wrap up there?
I think we wrap up here. I think,
we've
got more to chat about later.
Sounds good. Well, Sarah, I know you've got some container stores to go into and stuff like that. So until next time, guys, we'll be seeing you.